Aloe vera looks almost too ordinary to be interesting. A thick green leaf, a sunny windowsill, a little clear gel inside. But this plant has one of the biggest secrets in the herbal world. The clear gel and the yellow latex are not the same thing, and confusing them can matter. Stay to the end and you'll learn where aloe came from, what research says about its skin uses, why the inside of the leaf is very different from the outer latex, how to grow aloe at home, and which aloe products deserve the most caution. The plant we call aloe vera is aloe vera, a succulent adapted to hot, dry climates. You may also see the older botanical name Aloe barbadensis in books and on product labels. Aloe survives dry periods by storing water in thick, fleshy leaves. Those leaves are built like living reservoirs, which is one reason the plant can thrive where many ordinary houseplants struggle. Aloe has a long history. Ancient cultures in places including Greece, Rome, Babylonia, and China used aloe preparations for skin and other traditional purposes. Its reputation continued through European herbal traditions and eventually into the modern bathroom cabinet, where aloe became associated with soothing skin products. But the most important story is happening inside the leaf. An aloe leaf contains several different materials, and they should not be treated as one thing. The clear inner gel is the transparent, slippery material people usually mean when they talk about aloe gel. The latex is a yellowish layer closer to the outer leaf and contains different compounds. There is also whole leaf aloe, which can contain both gel and latex. That makes the phrase aloe vera surprisingly vague unless you know exactly which part of the plant a product contains. This difference becomes especially important when people talk about drinking aloe. A product made from purified inner gel is not automatically equivalent to an extract containing latex or whole leaf material. For the skin, aloe gel has been studied much more extensively than many people realize. Clinical research suggests topical aloe gel may help speed healing and reduce pain from some burns, although studies differ in quality and not every skin claim has equally strong evidence. That does not mean aloe is a universal treatment for every burn. Serious burns need appropriate medical care, and a soothing plant gel is not a substitute for that. Researchers have also investigated topical aloe for conditions such as acne, psoriasis, mouth sores, and several other skin problems. The evidence varies, and some studies are small. This is a useful pattern with herbs. One positive study on one condition does not automatically prove that the same plant treats everything on the body. Aloe also became famous for another reason: the idea that drinking it could cleanse the body, improve digestion, control weight, or fix blood sugar. Some small studies have found possible effects from oral aloe products on blood sugar or other measures. But the evidence is limited, products differ, and this is not a reason to replace medical treatment with aloe. And this is where aloe becomes much more complicated than a soothing skin gel. The safety of oral aloe depends heavily on which part of the leaf is present and how the product is processed. Aloe latex contains compounds called anthraquinones, including aloin, that can act as stimulant laxatives. That is why aloe preparations containing latex have a completely different safety profile from ordinary topical aloe gel. The difference is not cosmetic, it is chemical. The FDA required manufacturers to remove aloe latex from over-the-counter laxative products in the United States because of insufficient safety data. European regulators allow certain aloe preparations as short-term medicines for occasional constipation, but they also place important restrictions on who should use them and how long they should be used. Those preparations are not appropriate for people with certain intestinal conditions, severe dehydration, unexplained abdominal pain, or several other medical problems. Long-term or excessive use of stimulant laxative preparations can disturb water and electrolyte balance. That is especially important for older adults, who may be taking medicines that already affect fluids or heart rhythm. NSI also notes that oral aloe products have been linked to cases of acute hepatitis, and some whole leaf extracts have raised important safety concerns. This is why I would never describe drinking aloe straight from a home plant as a harmless wellness habit. The chemistry of the leaf is more complicated than the clear gel suggests. Pregnancy and breastfeeding are another reason to avoid guessing with oral aloe products. Safety is not established, and professional advice is appropriate. Aloe can also interact with medicines. Overuse of aloe latex may increase risks associated with some heart medicines, and any herbal product can matter more when someone is taking several prescriptions. Now compare that with ordinary topical aloe gel. Topical gel is generally well tolerated, although some people can develop burning, itching, rash, or eczema. So when someone says, aloe is safe, the first question should be, safe in what form, used where, and for how long? For everyday skin use, the simplest approach is a commercially prepared topical aloe gel intended for the skin, especially when the product clearly identifies its ingredients and intended use. If your skin reacts with burning, itching, redness, or swelling, stop using the product rather than assuming the reaction means you need more. Aloe leaves are also fascinating plants to grow. The same thick leaves that make aloe useful in dry climates make it unusually tolerant of mist watering. Give aloe plenty of bright light. A sunny window can work well indoors, while very intense outdoor sun may need gradual acclimation to prevent leaf stress. Use a very well-drained growing medium and a pot with a genuine drainage hole. Aloe roots prefer periods of drying rather than permanent wetness. Overwatering is one of the easiest ways to damage aloe. If the soil remains wet for long periods, roots can become stressed and the plant may decline. Aloe can produce offsets, sometimes called pups, around the base of a mature plant. These small plants are one of the easiest ways to expand your collection. When an offset is well established, it can be separated and grown in its own container. Give the young plant the same bright light and well-drained conditions. Aloe is also a lesson in patience. It grows slowly compared with many soft-leaved houseplants, but a healthy rosette can become a long-lived garden companion. And unlike some herbs, aloe does not need constant attention. That makes it a practical plant for people who enjoy gardening without daily watering. There is a temptation to think that because aloe grows easily, everything about it must be simple. But the opposite is true. The plant is easy to grow, while the chemistry deserves respect. So what should you remember? First, identify the part of the leaf. Clear inner gel, yellow latex, and whole leaf extract are not interchangeable. Second, topical aloe gel has some evidence for certain skin uses, while many other popular claims remain uncertain or depend on the exact product. Third, be especially cautious with oral aloe and concentrated products. Natural does not erase dose, chemistry, processing, or interaction risks. Fourth, if you take regular medicines or have heart, kidney, intestinal, liver, or fluid balance problems, the exact product matters enough to discuss with a healthcare professional. And finally, aloe itself is worth appreciating without asking it to become a miracle medicine. It is a remarkable survivor, a useful skin ingredient, a long-lived houseplant, and a fascinating botanical example of how one leaf can contain very different substances. The next time you see an aloe plant on a sunny windowsill, look beyond the thick green leaves. Inside is a little lesson in botany, chemistry, history, and why details matter. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Plant Lore After 60. We will keep looking at familiar plants and separating traditional wisdom from claims that deserve a closer look.